Tomato, I don't think you can call the other two the frauds when the Miabu is the only one here that you can't even play. Just a thought. Oh, wait, it's been ages since I've heard that track. Hold on, you can't rob it from me. Can't just reset that. Hold on, I want to hear that. Alright, it's gone. There it is. Hello there. He's deafened, but I'll put it on just in case.
大会が終わった瞬間、ラミルっていう存在はまるで蒸発したみたいに行方がつかめなくなっちゃった。ところでお兄ちゃん、シッシャはさっきまで一緒にいなかった？
ああ、彼女に電話が来たと思ったら、そのまま慌てて出て行ってしまったよ。
I'm convinced at this point that when Severin becomes playable in Season 3, that Sissia will be his best teammate for her. I can't think of anything else. It would be a crime if when Severin finally becomes playable, they don't let Sissia work with him.
治安局に内緒で話ができるチャンスはこのところ貴重だからね。ラミルを血眼になって探しているのはセベリアンさんだけじゃないはずだ。例えばトップスとか。勘だけれどね。彼らより先にラミルの行方を突き止めないと、フリンツ合金製の温動機はまた闇へ消えてしまうかもしれない。そのためには情報で先手を取らないと。
つまりフェアリーの出番ってわけだね。大変合理的な推測です。
Okay, realistically, how are we going to deal with somebody who has time-stopping feathers?
前回のおさらいをしている間にラミルに関する情報収集プロセスが完了しました。ご苦労様フェアリー。でも2万件ってちょっと引っかかりすぎじゃない？
Imagine them making them the first anomaly character. No, male anomaly? No, anomaly is oversaturated right now. We need more rupture. We need more rupture, just straight up. We need defense to be sorted out in some way, shape, or form. We need an A-ranked Ether Veil. We need an A-rank Abloom. And we need an A-rank Wind. And we also need Wind for non-anomaly.
仕方ないだろう。ラミルをよく知っているのはリンだけなんだ。僕としては想像力を働かせるしかなかった。
提案、この悲惨な結果に対して二次的なフィルタリングを行うべく、より関連性の高いキーワードを
Trigger and Sissia is a 50% defense shred. You could always just give Severin a unique Ether Veil where it manipulates the damage modifier so it can't stack with Trigger. Why are we giving them ideas? Do you guys actually have a problem with attack agents? I have nothing wrong with the simplicity of attack agents.
誰かがノックしているのか。はいはい、ただいま。
The symptoms are getting worse.
どうした？
先生がカロレ先生が表にいたの？誰それ？表にいたのはアーシなんですけど。てか君らんちのドアおかしいよ。
僕たちの店のドアは普通さ。横幅をはるかに超えるお菓子を抱えて強行突破できる作りになってはいないからな。
私の聞き間違い。そりゃそうだよね。先生がこんなところにいるわけ。
リン、本当に平気かい？
I think as of right now, me personally, I think I just like Rupture Agents. I like the higher skill floor of Rupture Agents with the HP manipulation, and also how you have to play around the enemy's attacks. It's definitely a lot more fun. Attack varies greatly, varies wildly depending on the character, and Anomaly is just fill the bar.
さっき大魔王からなんか連絡来て。
一大事？例えばラミルに関する手がかり。
君さ、マジほんと。それも関係なくはないけど。大会でアーシが八面六臂の大活躍をして、さすがの大魔王も認めざるを得なかったわけ。そうなんだ。よかったじゃん。からアーシの話を最後まで聞いてってば。君らと一緒にラミルを追わなきゃいけないことには変わりないわけ。とにかくこれから1週間、敏腕捜査官シーシアじゃなくて、休暇中の
Rupture's about to be put down like a dog next patch. They're rerunning Lucia, that's a death flag. They're rerunning Orphe too, so you're saying they're gonna hard counter Aftershock as well? Aftershock is a niche. Also, they reran Yuzaha. They reran Yuzaha during like Angels of Delusion. We're back in a non-Miyabi anomaly meta, and they reran Yuzaha, so they've only put Miyabi in the dirt. They reran Yuzaha only to cuck her with Etherveil. I mean, you could have. I didn't have any issue with fighting Vesper. I think Vesper was fine. I didn't fight Vesper with Etherveil.
AI アシスタントが何か言っているな。
フィルタリング？
今にわかる。さあ、ちょい悪ピンク髪の手がかりを見てみるとしよう。
What do y'all want Ramiel to be? Attack, Rupture, or Anomaly? Or dare I say, make her a non-DPS character. Stunner? Stunner in a way, kind of, you do kind of, there, depending on what Stunner we're talking about, you do get a lot of, like, field time to play around with your Stunner. I just hope, if she has to be a Stunner, can she not be the non-Guang Yu style of Stunner, where you're kind of hard locked into using her when she has, like, an arbitrary resource? I won't deny this. I won't deny the strength of non-Gong Yu. I just don't like playing non-Gong Yu.
マスターから提供されたキーワードに基づき、当初の検索結果をフィルタリングしたものとなります。照れ隠しラミル、傍観ラミル、意地汚いラミル。何？ラミルってそういう一族なわけ？
まだ絞り込めていないというだけだろう。ややこしい言い方はなしだ。
それにしても偶然かな。依然として候補が多数に上るため、ピンクイマスターが望む結果を得られる確率を最大化した結果。
ほら、なんだかいかがわしい感じになってるぞ。
髪色はピンクなんだけど。
Can we not mention that she has fucking wings? There's no way we can't just say she has wings.
思ったよりも試行回数が必要みたいだな。さて、 次はどんなラミルが出てくるか。
Defense, maker defense. They need to figure out what to do with defense first before they throw such a high demand character there.
フィルタリング完了。最も一致率の高い画像を表示します。あー、こいつじゃん。ラミルの中のラミル。あーし、大魔王のデスクでこれとそっくりの写真見たんだよね。持ち出しはダメって言われたから手元にはないけど、間違いないって。
本当かい？すごいじゃないか、フェア。
Defense should focus on defensive assists and debuffs. I mean, I think they defensive assists, yes, of course. Debuffs, well, that could just fall into the support category. Or stunners. Honestly, stunners are in a way a form of debuffing.
今なら、まだ閉まってはいないな。行ってみようか、リン。ここならラミルのことを覚えているかもしれない。
The whole Caesar is good for new players argument was always dumb. Caesar back when the game came out seemed like a decent idea. It's just that the game's because if you were to literally look at Genshin Impact's Zhongli or Honkai Star Rail's Aventurine, there was a track record with Hoyoverse where you could see that investing in a character who had like a massive shield was a good idea. It's just that Zenless was the black sheep in that regard, and investing in the massive shielder was not the play. We will just never see like a actual like meaningful tank class in action gacha games. We might see it with Endfield depending on how things go. But as it stands right now, it's not looking great. She was good in tower, yeah, but do you know what's good you know who's good in tower now? Literally anybody who can just straight up heal you. So like just dial in Astra Yao or Suna, or if you really want to double down on it, do Dylan and then pop Dylan and then get a Dylan ult off to trigger another Astra Yao or another Suna ult for more healing and more buffing. Did you add something to your chest? Nope, yep, I saw it. Is that really the narrative build up to Billy becoming for S rank Billy? He just bought some shit on his time off. That's a very Billy way to set that up, honestly. That's a very Billy way to set up his S rank form. Did they actually add that to his model, or was it already there? I'm gonna be honest. Not only the button, I feel like I've noticed like maybe some updates to his chest as well. Hold on. Zenless Zone 0 Billy Kid. Let's double check like his model. Okay. So, oh. I mean, it looks like it's the same thing. It looks the exact same. I think it remains the same. But I guess when a lot of us don't even play Billy, I guess this is kind of like a Devil Joe eats its own tail kind of self-gaslighting that we kind of inflicted on ourselves right now. Yeah, this feels like a Devil Joe eats its own tail thing.
とはいえ半年分の給料というのは思い切ったな。もうしばらくは大好きなスターライトナイト。まあな、普通に頼む分にはそこまでかからなかったんだが、超特急で手に入れるにはけど必要な投資だと思うぜ。あの温度機を持ってったやつはただ店長が欲しいってんなら何が何でも手に入れ
Hello, Claire.
そう言ったろ。こんくらいは何が何でも。
Anton got a new drill accessory. Tomato, that's actually very funny. Have I ever played with English voices? No. Finally start playing the story? Yeah, I usually give it a few days. I don't have ZZZ on the mind 24/7. I have shit I want to do sometimes that's not ZZZ. Plus, it's a win-win for me. If I did the story on day 1, half of y'all wouldn't even be here cuz y'all would be trying to do the story yourself. But anyway, like the last like what have I been doing the last few days? I've been playing Neverness to Everness. I've been dabbling with Stellasora, of course. And in the last 48 hours, I went out on my days off from work. And by the way, I do have work as well, keep that in mind. I went out and I upgraded my iPhone from an 8 to a 17. Straight up. I did that 2 days ago on my days off. I went from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 17. I set that up. I then went into the process of backing up a few things and doing some checks and balances on my old phone so that I could factory reset it and then return it to the store for some credit. Then I bought a bunch of plastic storage bins from my local store, and I cleaned up my entire bedroom. My bedroom's been a mess for a while, so I went ahead and I sorted out everything that was a mess in my room. That took me about 3 hours because I had to sort shit around. I had to toss out a lot of cardboard boxes. I had to like figure out like the best space management for like the plastic bins that I bought, and then I vacuumed the floor. So that was about like a 3 or 4 hour process, and I was still feeling sore from that process like the day after and even today. And then also I've just been catching up, and then from there it's just been like catching up with NTE and just other stuff. You can play Zenless on your phone. I actually installed Stellasora on my phone, and I've been doing a few things on Stellasora on my phone. I'm trying to catch up on the optional story content for Stellasora, specifically because like Chapter 7 just came out, and it's going to be focused on Chitose. So I wanted to like catch up on like some side stories related to like Chitose, as well as like all the other like Nova Times side stories which I've never touched. Because I want to learn more about like the characters in the side story content and the world of the game world. And Ape Escape? No, I started Ape Escape like during that time. Like I'm pretty sure I started Ape Escape after version 2.8 came out. Oh yeah, also I've been managing I completely forgot. I've been managing Eek's account. I still manage Eek's account to this day. So, I've got quite a few things I'm doing. And this is all disregarding like just general content creation ideas Though I must admit, I am in a bit of a writer's block right now, which is why I'm not putting stuff out as quickly anymore. You turned what you hate. You turned into what you hate the most, an account manager. What I don't like about account managers is primarily the intent behind it. Things are a bit different with Eeg. There's some nuance to it because, like, he wants to get into ZZZ, but he's so far behind that it kind of pushes him away from that. But if he's caught up, then now he's willing to, like, you know, take the lead on some stuff. And also, I know Eeg's not going to be disingenuous.
そう言ってあの人は3つのティーミルクを抱いて順番に飲みながら行っちゃったの。
なるほど、新たな手がかりは。
あ、そうそう、帰り際にハラリのおもちゃを見たいって言われ。
それだ、ここ。
そうや、サンゼイスタジオの新作だけどよ、マジで活かしてたぜ。スターライトナイトのコラボ版も出るって噂だ。マジかはわかんねえが。ピンク髪の女性ですか。ああ、どなたのことか大体わかりましたよ。彼女は確かに。
You gotta head out? Alright, see you, the Max Man.
言動や行動が目立ちましたから。
奇妙だって。
ええ、そもそもいらっしゃいませ。興味がおありでしたらぜひ中へお入りください。
どれも面白そう。
もちろんです。まさに見たことがないこそ私のスタジオが売りにしていることですからね。
すごい自信だね。100年後の世界なんて何が起きてても不思議じゃないのに。
Just call me Max. Alright, see you, Max.
信じていますよ。たとえ何が起きても私の作品が時代遅れになることなんてそれだけ自分の。
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. I remember. You're the guy that I know from Zeta's server. Any thoughts about Ramiel for now? I wish her hair wasn't so strand-like, if that makes sense. It looks like she's wearing a shit ton of hair product.
特に働き始めて間もない若者たちが手に取る傾向があり。
わかる気がするよ。うん、決めた。
私のスタジオではデニーを受け取り。
インスピレーション？
はい。お話でもアイデアでも、例えば私の作品が。
そういうことならいいよ。聞かせてあげる。
Is it weird to see so many people gagging over Ramiel but shitting on Sunbringer's design? It's not worth humoring.
とても不思議な物語と引き換えに。それで申し訳ありません。企業秘密です。これは私の新たな作品となる可能性が高く。
いや、それはないっしょ。絶対その話、あの女のやっばい手がかりがあるって。まあまあ、オツさんがそう言うなら仕方ないよ。でもその人。
ああ、なんとなく私の話から察したかもしれませんが、奇妙だと思いませんか？どうしてティーミルクを同時に3杯も飲む必要があるんで。事情は分かりかねますが、インスピレーションにまつわるものでないならお話できますよ。あるいは旧エリートの景色でもいいとおっしゃって。
確かに。
Hello, Dust, right?
映画館なら100年前の景色が見れなくもないけど。すぐそこだし、映画館でハレイさんにも聞いてみよう。
She's just gonna be holding Boba and like a statue.
以前こちらのお客様がフラッ。こんにちは。本日はどの映画をご覧になりますか？古い映画かな。かしこまりました。そうです。ノスタルジックな作風のドキュメンタリー映画で、旧都陥落以前における日常の一コマが数多く。私ですか？ 好きですよ。ここで上映されている映画ならどれも大好きです。ごめんごめん、聞き方が悪かったよね。その映画に描かれてる。まあいいや。じゃあその映画のチケットを1枚。かしこまりました。ただ直近の上映です。最近の枠は人気の新作を優先してまして、私たちのあるべき姿のような旧作は。そっか、残念だな。でもそういう心残りも。いいよ。花屋でしたら当シアターを出て。またギリギリで。
I'm a fast reader. Yeah, I skim. I think a better way to put it is that a lot of these gacha game stories just say the lines out rather slowly.
兄は他にも手がかりを見つけてしまったみたいだ。
え、私何か見落としてた？
I mean, it's like if you in most cases, if like a story has like text box that I can read, then yeah, I'm gonna be able to read the text faster than the person saying the text.
そういう感じだったわけ？
おーっと店長、こいつは一大スキャンダルの予感だな。
そのお兄ちゃん。
映画デートだって？気にするなと言う方が無理だろう。
Surprised people still think they won't take the Guna route for character designs in Zenless. Again, they are not worth taking seriously.
確かにその女性はうちにいらっしゃいましたよ。ですが、かしこまりました。個人を偲ぶためのお花ですね。ねえお姉さん、白いウィザーブルームはある？置いていますよ。いいの。一束もらってもいいかな。ミネルバック6号線。旧都陥落の時ですが、近づく人がいないわけではないと聞きます。あの辺りのフォローにミネルバクへと通じる道でもあるのでしょうか。
I'm surprised that the dev talked about Rascalfier, but they didn't mention anything about like the hollow that would be exploring in Rascalfier. They're holding off on that one.
ブレイズッドをご存知ないので、チーズがメインの情熱的なお店に風車が運ぶ伝説の香り、そして飲み尽くせないほどのニトロフューエルがあります。ニトロフューエル？そう言われちゃったら、決めた。ちょっと寄り道して、そのブレイズウッドへ行ってみようかな。というわけで、お花を受け取ると早々に行ってしまいました。
ありがとうランさん。とても助かる情報だ。
昨日の朝です。もう絶対ブレイズウッドにいないパターン。
手がかりが途切れていないなら立ち止まるわけにはいかないだろう。
私的にはウィザーブルームっていうお花の承知しました、マスター。あなた様がブレイズウッドへ向か。プロ棋士じゃねえか。よく来たな。遊びに来てくれたのかよ。いいなあ。あちこち遊びに行くたんび。
Y'all could do with cleaning this place up.
ライトとルーシーから聞いたぜ。あの大会の裏でとんでもねえことになってたんだってな。
姉子、なんで俺はついでみたいな感じなんだ。まあいいけど。
商品がなくなってちょっとした騒ぎがあったって話は新聞にも載ってたけどな。そうだね。実は私たちの視点だともう一個。そういうことか。けど カリドーンの子総出で探してやりてえとこだけどよ。どうしたの？何かあった？トップスだよ、トップス。何考えてんのか知らねえが、また郊外に首を突っ込んできたんだ。正直フォローでなんかしてるとこにあんま深入りはしたくねえけど、カリドーンの子を全員連れてブレイズウッドに戻ってきてんのはそういうわけだ。
そうなのか。あまりいいタイミングでの来訪じゃなかったみたいだな。
まさか旧報グループじゃないよね。大会であんなことがあった後だからつい勘ぐっちゃうし、なんでそんなに目立つ動きをしてるのかはわからないけど。
ヘビのレイちゃんならつくなり知り合いんとこにかけてったぜ。
本当だ。僕、
おうおう、行ってきな。ありがとう。そっちもトップスには気をつけてね。なーに、郊外はカリドーンの頃縄張りだ。
ヘビの姉ちゃんと親父さん楽しそうじゃねえか。
本当だ、昔からの顔なじみって感じだね。そっちはどう？収穫あった？
姉子もパイパーもラミルなんてやつは見たことがねえってさ。
やっぱしダディさんもそれっぽい手がかりはないって。
そりゃあな、ブレイズウッドには全員でいっぺんに戻ってきたんだ。誰かが見てねえなら。
シンシアってビッグダディさんと知り合いだったの？そうだよ。マジダディさんとはずっともだからね。
ずっともか。俺の記憶が確かなら、こいつが俺らのところに来た時の第一声は、みんなライトのやつを訪ねてきたんだと思っていたが、おっと噂をすればなんとやらだ。俺も用事を済ませに行くかね。ラミルのことは、そういえば昨夜はバーニスを見かけなかったぞ。
正代。
ビリーも気になる感じ？郊外に伝わる死神とチャンピオンの伝説。
はは、なるほど。デミルじいさんから聞いたってんなら。
一体どんな伝説？聞きたい？しし、あし完全版知ってるかな。昔郊外にはめちゃコアなカリドーンの死神がいました。鋼鉄のボディでナイルは鬼長いし、皮膚
That just looks like one of the regular mutated ethereals.
カリドーンの死神？ビリーは知ってる？
知らねえな。
さ、こっからマジ大事なとこなんだけど、そこへある日、無敗のチャンピオンが空から降りてきて、カリドーンの死神に挑戦したの。死神の鋼鉄の体を開幕即目からビームでぶち抜いたの。そんで火を吹く口も絶対破れない無敵なマントで塞いじゃうっしょ。締めにロケットパンチがドカーンと炸裂。死神をブレイズウッドのみんなはまた平和で自由な暮らしに戻れたってわけ。これが郊外に伝わる初代無敗のチャンピオンの武勇伝。
Well, there was no subtlety in that.
無敗のチャンピオン。足の迫真の語り物
Alright, so Billy's hiding the context of his upgrades, I guess.
目からビームか。ビリーはどう思う？
You know what's also nice about not playing this shit on day one? Is the off chance that some voice lines are missing. Because if I remember correctly, my brother played the 2.6 story on day one, but Fairy was missing some voice lines. But when I picked it up maybe a few days later, the voice lines were patched back in. So there's that as well.
出力なんて豆電球くらいでいいんだっつうの。じゃあ
別にビリーが撃つわけじゃないのに、どういうマジレス？でね、今郊外にある一番高い山って実は昔2番目で。
なぜだろう。その伝説だけどこかで見た。いや、
誇りのかぶった伝説なんかどうでもいいだろう。未来に目を向けようぜ。これから紡がれていく伝説にな。
2.4 was hell on day one. Well, I didn't even touch I didn't even touch the 2.4 story until 2.5 came out. When 2.5 came out, I literally started doing the 2.4 story. It's on my VODs.
今日から郊外はジャトヤのビリーの伝説で持ちきりになるってわけだ。いや、もはやこれはスターライトビリーの伝説だな。
Hello, Blazy. Is the story good? I haven't played it yet. Don't know if I'm going to soon. I've just started playing it too.
スクリーンに踊り出た俺様を見て一言。こういうマジかっけー悪党を泣き倒す一騎当選の一匹狼にして異端のスターライトナイトビリースペシャル。
ビリーって一言をなんだと思ってんの。じゃあもったいぶらないでよ S 級ビリー。さっさと変身して初代チャンピオンを超えてみせて。
S 級つまりスターライトの S だな。なあなってな。初代とどっちが強えとかそういう問題じゃねえ。
クールとか生かしてるとか
分かってねえな。これが知能構造体のそしてスターライトナイトのロマンってやつなんだ。
スターライトナイトのことはさておき、話を商品泥棒に戻そう。
あ、バーニスだ。仮装にいるのかな。
リン、彼女にも聞いてみようか。
うん、行こっか。バーニスのためだったらまあ聞くだけ聞こっか。
I wouldn't be surprised if Everness is the one that we actually want to ask. Oh, you want to come down, please?
人探し？誰誰？
ブレイズウッドに来ていた可能性が高いのだけれど、シーザーとビッグダディさんは見かけていないらしくてね。
ああ、私この子とすっごく仲良しだよ。って仲良し？そうだよ。私たちお互い一目見た瞬間にもう親友になっちゃったんだ。あの子はなんて名前だっけ？
かく親友の名前くらい覚えとけってな。
だってまだ知り合ったばっかりなんだもん。名前は聞きそびれちゃったけど、夜通し一緒にニトロフューエルを飲んでたんだ。でもあの夜が初めてのニトロフューエルだったんだって。あの子すっごく素質があるよ。これは燃料を司る郊外の神もうかうかしてらんないね。それで一晩中飲み明かした後、その人はどうしちゃったの？言ってたよ。将来はニトロフューエルの木がいっぱい生えてる夢みたいなお庭に行きたいって。ニトロフューエルって木になるの？二人してあの液体が脳みそにまで回っちゃったんじゃない？他に何か言ってなかった？言ってたかもしんないし。
Claire, do you actually believe Season 2 designs show more skin?
もしかして何か言いにくい事情でもあるのかい？お願いだバーニス。その人の行方は僕たちにとってすごく重要でね。
違う事情なんてないよ。シンプルに思い出せないんだ。確かに昨日はちょっと飲みすぎちゃったかも。ニトロフューエル。
Alright, well, hold on a second. Let's go through the list in just a moment, alright?
こういう時は迎えニトロフューエルだよね。うわー、来たー。何か浮かんできたよ。そうさ、あの子は確か
ブレイズウッドから一番近いフォロー。これは有力な手がかりだぞ。とはいえ時間を考えるとラミルはもう中へ入ってしまっただろうけれど。
へえ、あの子ラミルって言うんだ。
ラミルっぽくないとは。
マスター、リザーブルームに関する情報の収集が完了。通称ラミルの購入した白い花は主に観賞用として用いられる一方で、また朝露天使の証言通りこの花を長寿に用いる文化は現代になく、個人をしのぶために用いられたという記録は
100年前か。 彼女はどうしてそんな昔の作法にこ
どうすんのプロ騎士くん。あしらまだ追いかけなきゃいけない感じ？当たり前だよ。っていうかシーシーは半分仕事でしょ。
リンの言う通りだ。ラミルが最後に目指すのがどこかはわからないけれど。
Let's look at the character listing. I need to get the pop-up out. That's great. Alright, hold on. We gotta look at the listings. Okay. Alright. So, I think we can agree. Where's Yijuan? We're gonna go by default outfits, by the way. If we're gonna use skins, then it's a bit disingenuous, okay? Yijuan definitely shows more skin. I will agree with that right now. Yijuan shows more skin. Jifufu doesn't show more skin. I'm gonna say that right now, okay? Ponyu doesn't show skin. Ponyu doesn't show skin, okay? Next. Yuzaha. Default. Doesn't show that much skin. Straight up gonna say that right now. Alice. Default. Doesn't show that. Hardly shows any skin. Unless you count pantaloons. Okay. Who was next? Okay. Seed. Shows a lot of skin. Straight up. No argument here. Seed shows a lot of skin. Orphe. Doesn't show a lot of skin, but where she does show skin, you can make an argument for, especially when you can see her ass like that. You could make an argument for the short skirt, but if we're talking about like showing skin, then that's where things get weird. All right, Lucia shows skin. Yidari shows skin. Okay, so next, what's next? Okay, who was after that? Dylan? Where's Dylan? I'd say this is a conventional amount of skin showing. Nobody's had an issue with Dylan, okay? Vanyu, robot. Lot of metal. I can say that. Okay. Yufufu, sorry. Yixingguang shows a lot of skin. I'm going to tell that right now, okay? Shows a lot of skin. Zhao. Rabbit doesn't count. Also, this is a very conventional outfit, okay? Okay. All right. Suna. Like, honestly, the only Angel of Delusion here who I'd talk about showing skin is Nanguangyu. I'm just gonna say that right now. I only think Nanguangyu in this regard is like the skin shower. This is an idol outfit. This is an idol getup. This is just a schoolgirl aesthetic getup. All right, just a shirt. It doesn't look out of place. So then what? Sissia. We got Sissia. Shows quite a bit of skin. I'll tell you that right now. Chromium shows quite a bit of skin. Setting the cloak out of there. So out of the cast, I would say Yijuan 1, Yijuan 1, Seed 2, 3, 4 Lucia Yidari, 5 Yixingguang, 6 Promia. Like 7 with Sissia. Compared to 1 Jifufu, 2 Ponyu, 2 Angels of Delusion, 10. Because that's Suna and Arya. I mean... So then, like, compare that to... So what? Like, we'd need about maybe, like... 7 characters in season 1 showing a lot of skin. So who would be our skin showers in season 1? I can say for fact. Okay, so I'd say Bernie shows a decent amount of skin. Trigger as well shows a good amount of skin. Nicole shows a good amount of skin. Who do I not own? Chingy shows a good amount of skin. Evelyn's skin tight. I mean, even if the characters don't show a lot of skin, they certainly got their ass and tits out like pretty profoundly. Like Evelyn, Jane Doe, Zhu Yuan, who's this? Yanagi? Bernice is flaunting her stuff. Caesar's flaunting her stuff. Cole's flaunting her stuff. I don't think this conversation, I don't really think like this conversation holds a lot of weight. Because to me, showing skin and also just having very pronounced ass and tits is just about the same thing. Oh yeah, Grace. How could we forget Grace? Yeah, this seems like a very Billy thing to do to just a bunch of random mobs. It's a very Billy thing to do. So what do we got going on here? I mean, this I'm gonna say this right now. This feels very Billy. I'll give him that. If I'm being honest, I might have. If it were up to me, I would have actually toned down the fur on the coat. I think the hair's. I really like the hair. It definitely gives off like some Super Saiyan Dragon Ball vibes. But I'd say maybe like tone down the fluff on the coat. Because if the coat's too fluffy, then it kind of makes it hard to make out the hair. But otherwise, I'd say this is a pretty cool looking form. Funnily enough, the synthetic arm on the left kind of makes me think of like a clone or a stormtrooper from Star Wars. Funnily enough. Guys, do I need to turn up the audio, by the way? Or can you guys hear this fine?
後ろにいようが完全無敵な今の俺には関係ねえ。どんな敵が立ち
It's been very important. Quite. Oh, thank God somebody said something. All right.
噂をすれば敵の出ました。前方に
ちょうどいいぜ。さっきの戦いじゃスターライトナイトの真の力ってやつを発揮できなかったからな。今度こそ。っておいおい、なんであいつがいるんだよ。
What the fuck happened to you, buddy?
ロロロロローメル、ブタ箱にぶち込まれたんじゃないの？待って、よく見たらなんか。
ああ、こいつは知能構造体だ。
メカロームルなんて一体誰が作ったんだ？
敵対反応検知。殲滅モード移行。
ああ、なんかあんましおつむは良くないっぽい。
はは、ここは俺に任せな。
未知のシグナルによる干渉を検出しました。現在調査中。未知のシグナルによる干渉を検出しました。現在調査中。
心配すんな。サクッと片付け。星の光が悪を残らず焼き尽くす。
戦闘スタイルまでロームルの完コピじゃん。
なーに、レベルアップした S 級ビリー様にかかりゃ。ちくしょう、こんな時に限って的中しまった。フォロー出たら宝くじ買って前借りした分の返済に当ててやっからな。
Hello, Mikey. Who cares about Sun B? Oh, Sunbringer. I want more joyous lore. I don't really care too much about. I gotta be honest. I don't really care too much about like Void Hunters in Zenless. Not in the same way that I cared about like Archons in Genshin or Emanators in Star Rail. I care more about like the individual characters.
ビリーだって喋れるっしょ。
ここで出くわすのは計算のうちだったけど、嬉しい誤算もあるようだね。いいおもちゃ持ってんじゃん。新しいやつだろ。
この話し方。
おっと、この見た目じゃわかんないのも無理ないか。
名刺ってなんだよ。店長やべえ。体が。
なんだって？こちらの表示だとビリーの機能は正常。
こいつはトロイの木馬。それも複合型の。
難儀な世の中だよね。絶対に破られない城壁はまだ一つだって完成してないのに、こういうネットにつなげない場所じゃ用心しないとダメだよ。ってことで、そろそろ出てきてもいいんじゃない？フェアリー。
了解？なんであんたがここにいるわけ？
せっかくの予期せぬハンティングなんだ。ちょっとくらいは謎めいたままにしておこうよ。
俺に構うな。なんとかする。それよりシーシャ店長を。
獄へのカウントダウンだ。3、2、1。
狩りを始める。
Good thing you're here, sweetie.
これ一体。
Hello, Kirby.
いいえ、誰の指示だ。逃げ足が速い。一応ありがとう、プロメイヤー。来てくれて助かったっていうか。後にして出てこい。隠れても無駄だと。
採血官プロメイヤ様、お会いできて光栄です。
破壊したのは旧法の資産だと思ってた。
はて、何のことやら。私の任務は輸送ルートの監視と安全の確保です。
無駄口を叩くな。
そうですよね。でなければこうして5体満足であなたとお話しすることも叶わなかったでしょうし。
黙れと言ったつもりだけど、伝えろ、お前の上に。
ですが私の仕事はまだ完了していません。承知いたしました。すぐに戻って伝えるとします。
お前たちも出ていけ。この場所はより危険になる。
より危険になる。
どこまで知っている。旧法グループは可能な限り目立たず、周辺住民に影響を及ぼさないと約束。
せっかくの忠告だけれど。
なぜ。私たちラミルを探してるの。この前の大会で実は。
ざっとそんな感じだ。トップスがどうして動いているのかは知らないけれど。
なら私が同行する。
僕たちと一緒に探してくれるのかい？
そうだ。
You bricked your billy poles trying to get Lucy and her engine? Now, why would you do that? Even a weaker Billy is preferred to no Billy at all. And you pulled engine too? Kirby, I think that was a mistake on your part.
具体的な任務は明かせない。さっきの男が言うところの大物を調査している。そして黒枝の情報では旧法が探しているのもラミルだそう。彼女が旧法から何を奪ったのか、あるいは旧法が彼女から何を得ようとしているのか。
Like, the only reason I pull, I don't pull Mindscapes, but I do pull everybody's W engine, but I do that so that I do that for convenience, so I don't have to build, I don't have to min-max drive disks.
わかった。一緒に行こう。トップスが一枚岩じゃないのは知ってるし、黒枝の人たちなら信じられるもん。それほど私の同僚が気に入ったか。
お、よしよし、動くようになったぜ。
ビリーに対する全面的なウイルス駆除を実行し、ファイアウォールを更新しました。今後はスターライトナイトのタグがついた。
具体例が上がるということは。
サンキューな AI アシスタントちゃんよ。
If you just accept a bunch of Starlight Knight, meh.
俺が不甲斐ないばっかりに店長を危険にさらしちまった。
That's one way to Trojan Billy.
私も一応俺くらいは言うけど。聞こえなかった。
調子に乗んないでよ。あーしは治安局の人間として君のこと四六時中ガン見してるから。ちょっとでもヤバい素振り見せたら治安感満載のトラック
覚えておく。
さあ抜きな。
I don't need to play Pro Me, I already know how she plays.
あれって
Oh, it didn't take us that long to find her. What do I have right now on my B input? Oh. Buddy, could you move? Just go under him. We had to drag him. Just slide under him. Just checking you're on your own account? Yeah, I'm on my own account. My own account. Hello, Eeg. Thanks for telling me how the Mandrake works. This totally isn't the end of Season 2. Is this their way of characterizing her as, like, she knows what she's talking about? I've already killed the Mandrake. Chino is in your chat. Oh boy. You can tell him to you gonna kiss him on the mouth? This bike does not go that fast. I must admit, they did put a lot of work into the Billy. They did indeed put a lot of work into this Billy. Cunning Hairs is your favorite faction, but you hate this bike gameplay style. It's just one character. There's no other character. There's no other Cunning Hair that uses a bike. Wait, you've been looking at him for the past 10 minutes? Oh, wait, you're talking about Eeg's stream. Has Eeg just been sitting looking at Chino's tweets the whole time? I mean, yeah, I guess that's just about to happen. Wait, Chasm Memorial is in a hollow? I thought a Chasm Memorial was outside of a hollow. Whoa, hold on. Oh, they got spat out of the hollow? Oh, okay.
この花めっちゃ新鮮じゃん。
って言ってもよ、どっちに行けばいいかは。
ランさんのところで花を買ったのは
友達をこの先で亡くしたということなんだろうが。とはいえそれ自体は特別でもなんでも。
100年以上前。
I mean, is it really a bit of a stretch to suggest there are people who can live for hundreds of years in this universe? We have intelligent constructs.
どうした？なんでもない。100年くらい前、旧エリートがちょうど喧騒したくらいの頃だもんね。
とにかく手がかりは途絶えてしまったし、日も暮れてきた。これ以上ここにいても仕方ない。
そうだね。カリドーンのこの見張り組も
シグナルの届く場所を探して報告しなければ。
何を見ているの？
思い出？
あなたの思い出がここにないでしょ？
君の思い出だもんね。別に探りを
What
入
is
れ
she
てる
looking
わ
at?
けじゃないよ。でもこれから長いこと一緒にやっていくならお互いのことをもっと知らないと。
私たちの目的は一致している。
Is this a tops person?
そう。でも
Or is this somebody in Rascalfier who's trapped and needs to use a drone to communicate to people?
私はサンブリンガーから答えが欲しい。君たちもそうだよね。本当に同じもの。ピリピリしないでよ。欲しいものが手に入るまでは。
その後は？
それは君に裏表がないかどうかによるよ。そろそろ会いに行ってあげようかな。単性バトルの続きをしないと。
トップスが絡むとやはりろくなことがありませんわね。
町の連中にどんな事情があるのかなんざ知ったこっちゃないが。
みんなお疲れ様。ラミルに急報、それとメカロームル。今日は一日中謎を追いかけてたね。
どんな歯ごたえのある謎でも。
ヘビの姉ちゃん、手貸すか？見ろ、このお乳の指先超高深度モジュール。こいつにかかればどんなカッテージャーキーもたちまち。
触んないでよ。アーシの夜食にトロイの木馬が映ったらどうすんの？
それはめちゃくちゃ傷つくぜ。俺たちここまで仲良くやってきたじゃねえか。
あっち行くし。このジャーキーはアーシのだから。
急報の動きには焦りがある。
プロメイヤー、どうかしたの？
機械仕掛けのロームル、それに急報の男が言っていた大物も黒枝に目をつけられるリスクを冒してまで何かの脅威に。
脅威？トップスとかいうマフィア。
さあ、時間かラミルか。彼女が持ち去った温動機にはトップス上層部が警戒する秘密。
ラミルを見つけて問い詰めない限りは何ともだね。今日でわかる限りの足取りはつかめたし。
ああ、
俺らも暇ってわけじゃないが、人手がいるなら声をかけてくれ。
てかライトくんさ、前から聞きたかったんだけど、君も無敗のチャンピオンしょ？
噂くらいはな。無口で容赦ない影のような男だったとか。だが実際はコラボカフェで写真を撮るためにウキウキで小遣いを貯めてるようなやつだったかもしれないだろう。郊外でムザムザと死にたくないのなら悪名は身を助けるってこともあるからな。噂はあくまで噂ってことさ。現にお嬢さんは今かつて悪魔と恐れられた
この悪名を言い訳するつもりもない。
まあ誰だって昔はいろいろあったよね。でも大事なのはこれからのことでしょ。それとシーシや夜食はほどほどにしな。
いいじゃん、もうちょっとだけだから。暑いのは勘弁だけど寒いのも。プロメイヤー、なんでこっち来んの？さっきからジロジロアーシのこと見て、言っとくけど今更アーシを狙おうったって手遅れだからね。アーシ今は友達いるんだから。パイトワンっていう凄腕のプロ棋士っしょ。あと仁義なきジャトヤのナンバー2も。そんで今のアーシは治安局の捜査官でやり手の。
I wish this game had a stat reroller. I don't really care about stat rerollers in this game, in any of these games. It will just get thrown into a stat I don't want again anyway.
そう。
シーシやプロメイヤー大丈夫？なんかそこだけ微妙。
Kirby, you're not going to convince me to appreciate English voice acting. And you wouldn't be the first or the last.
少し昔のことを思い出した。ここは片付いたか。
こりゃプラスチックだ。取り合って損したな。
ターゲットはあと2人だが。
とっととずらかれぞ。万が一掃除屋が戻ってこないとも。
関係のないやつもいる。見つけた。お前
Oh, you're here now.
Yo.
Pull the
Yo.
mic down. Great.
I did it! I did it!
Cool. I'm in the middle of a scene. You're not going to be clicky-clacking over there, are you?
No?
You need to fucking turn yourself down. You're too fucking loud. You're literally about to meet a bunch of ENVA tomorrow? Okay. I wish you the best on that. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. Whatever. Okay, well, I'm just gonna turn you down on Discord.
Yeah, I haven't changed any of my settings slightly. I never do that.
Loud as fuck.
Okay, let me just check.
I'm doing it. Don't touch shit. I'll turn you up later, all right? When we sort things out. Okay?
Okay.
Ever since I played Enfield, I started to hate Hoyos or any of these big four gachas gear systems. I mean, you should have hated the gear systems from the start. I hated it as...
You should have hated the gear systems from the start.
Should have hated the gear systems from the start. If I'm being entirely honest, the best gear system in any of these games I've played, I wouldn't even say Enfield. I would honestly say Girls Frontline 2.
いや、確かにお前は少し変わった。
でしょ？分かってんなら別にいいんだけど、だったらさ、もう うジロジロ見るのやめてってば。尻尾の鱗まで逆立っちゃう。
バーニス、ニトロフューエルが足りんらしい。何杯かもらえるか。
What have you been doing in Genshin anyway?
Doing the event story.
Oh, there's an event? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've put off the part 3 for a good, like, 5 days now, so I'm just now doing it. I have the mini games to do left over. I just muted myself for the actual story part. I have your stream open. I'm not watching. I'm just peeking at chat.
Then I will turn off the stream. I will turn off the stream on Discord.
I didn't even realize you turned that on.
Okay.
No, I don't give a fuck. I said it before and I'll say it again. As much as I was horny for Valina, when I saw the character reveals, I was like, oh, it's all hot women that have like the same locations exposed. I suddenly don't care about Valina anymore. As I said before, if it's all scantily clad exposed women, then there are no scantily clad exposed women. At that point, I would rather just up like a wholesome girl that's fully dressed in a hoodie or some shit.
パイセンが鬼強えフォームになったと聞いたときは、初代無敗のチャンピオンと尾ひれのついたカリドーンの死神、さあどっちだと思ったが。
え？じゃあシンシアが言ってたあの伝説に出てくるのって全部ビリーだったの？
By the way, since it is ZZZ, and I'm sure it's been mentioned in the stream at some point, I am on the side of what the hell did they do to Sunbringer?
Great.
I won't bite your ear off about it though. I'm just gonna place my piece. Oh, is this S. Billy?
You do realize that Sunbringer's not going to come out for a while, so there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time for them to adjust the outfit. And also, we're going off of like a still image or two that doesn't paint a full picture.
Well, it's just like what I said with Orphe. When Orphe was showed off in that little teaser, right?
Your issue with Orphe was characterization, not design.
It absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna say it one last time. Let's assume.
Do I genuinely believe they'll change her design at this point? I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Sunbringer. I don't have to answer that question, and if I answer that question, I'm not 100% behind whatever I say because I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Sunbringer. All right?
Let me just say my piece, okay? To a certain degree, it is misleading, right? If we use Orphe as an example, you see the little bit in the trailer where she looks like a badass, right? And she's not like wimpy or intimidated, right? And then the anniversary is about to come out and top-ups reset. Let's say you didn't spend that much in the game or didn't pay for top-ups at all. You think to yourself, oh man, I want to get a top off because, you know, anniversary and ZZ is going to pop. And I want to make sure I have some pulls for Orphe or whatever, right? Like, let's say you pull because you buy pulls because you know that there's going to be a reset on the top-ups. So you buy the top-ups that you didn't buy, or that you never bought, in the event that you want to secure, like, better odds at Orphe, or even more dupes of Orphe, or the weapon, yada yada yada. You have now been misled because Orphe is not exactly who that presentation of the character. That's exactly what I'm going for when I use that as a talking point. Oh my god, Billy looks cool.
I was just playing him earlier. He had a funny scene. Like there was no real like narrative buildup. He just aggroed like a bunch of generic mobs and then just showed off his transformation scene to them.
Let me just pull
Very
back
Billy
your live stream. I'm gonna pull back your live stream just so I can see the gameplay. Oh, you're still with Sissia narratively right now?
Yeah.
I think I found the part where he shows up.
そのセリフは生かしてるじゃねえか。さっきのは取り消すぜ。お前やっぱ分かってんな。そうだ。俺の新しい必殺技を見てくれ。スターライトビリー。アルティメットラディアントインパクト。
He really just activated it randomly. Upgraded with funds from Nicole's wallet. Yo, he has a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I do admit, if something was to bring me back to ZZZ, it would be, let's say, Season 4. Or, sorry, technically Season 3, I guess. It would be Season 3 when Nicole gets her upgrade. And then, presumably, all three of them then team up for, like, a chapter or something like that. I would definitely come back to ZZZ to see all the Cunning Hares have their glow-ups, and then do, like, you know, a story chapter together as all 3 or 4 of them. Like, that would actually convince me to come back.
Hello, Alistair. I have Lucia. Congratulations.
I turned it back to live. Oh, hey. Damn, she's still hot.
She's apparently the 3.1 character. Allegedly.
Billy, Ambi, and Nicole, but Nekomata just exists there. Well, like, that's the weird thing, right? Like, Nekomata is already an S
Neko's
rank.
kind of my favorite of
Obviously,
the Cunning Hares, if I'm being honest.
Like Neko will already, like, I assume Neko will.
Why don't
also
you
get
use
a
English
roll-up.
VA? Why don't I not use English VA?
JP all the way, all day, every day. Alright. Done looking at the stream, going back to playing it. I'll just read chat. Vacation. Gotta do my combat events. Let's start. I really hope none of these events involve co-op and or PvP, because I just want to turn my brain off.
Why I don't like ENVA? I don't like ENVA because of the voice direction. Every single time. You want to talk about voice direction? JP has that on lockdown. You're not gonna budge. You're not gonna budge them on that.
It also helps that JP has like an insanely long history of preparing themselves for all those roles and just, you know, like the Raiden VA is everywhere. The Kiana VA is everywhere.
Have you tried Inte E? Doesn't seem really appealing. I've played quite a lot of Neverness to Everness. I am very mixed on Neverness to Everness. I like everything about Neverness to Everness that isn't the core elements, that being the story, the combat, and the exploration. Funnily enough, everything else that it tries to do on its own that's unique, the driving, the tycoon elements, the mini games, the house management, all that stuff, pretty good. The core stuff, not good. And just last night, I did the fake amnesia minigame where you have to walk around a hospital with something chasing you. That shit was terrible. Without a guide, that shit was awful. Same for the anomaly where you have to like solve puzzles with like a bunch of mannequins in like a school setting. There was like 20 different steps to that shit, and there's no guiding hand for that, so you have to use a guide on that too. That was awful. Doesn't NTE use AI? Yeah. What about it?
Spoiler alert. We don't give a fuck that they use AI for random billboards. Or at least I don't give a fuck.
I don't care about the AI usage in Neverness to Everness because I haven't spent any money in Neverness to Everness. When you have a zero tolerance against AI, you kind of set yourself up for you potentially set yourself up for disappointment if there's a game you're looking forward to and it has AI in it. I don't necessarily care about AI. I can understand why some people don't like AI, and to an extent, I don't like AI either. But at the end of the day, AI will not make a good game bad, but AI will make a bad game worse. So my opinion on the matter is the AI is the biggest reason why the AI is an issue in Neverness to Everness is because at Neverness to Everness as a game, 1, just came out, 2, hasn't really overwhelmingly won the public over, or at least a vocal group of people on the internet who think Neverness to Everness is mid at best, and I happen to be one of those people who thinks Neverness to Everness is mid at best. So when you take the AI stuff into consideration, then you have to think about, well, were they just using this to cut corners? It's kind of like what happened when No Man's Sky launched. And No Man's Sky, when it came out, was really bad. People found more entertainment in tearing the game apart, or also kind of understanding where everything went wrong, rather than playing the game itself. That's kind of like how I see NTE, is people are finding more fun dunking on the game, or trying to see where the game went wrong, rather than actually playing it.
I think the game has a really, really, really bad introduction to its main story. Like, I did a different main story quest this morning before I went to work. It was much better than the shit they have you do super early. I think the side quests out in the city, I think there's actually some pretty decent side quests. Like, the initial D reference was actually kind of cool. I like the initial D reference side quest. I think the main story, like, whenever they put you in a dungeon, I think that shit's great. Like, I think their design of, like, the paranormal and supernatural is fantastic.
I just did before I left for work today, I did the side quest dungeon where, like, you have to fight, like, a dog that throws rings at you, and it made me hate the parry mechanic in the game.
The dog that throws discs at you?
Yeah, the white Okami-looking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that fight. It felt terrible. Another thing that sucks about the boss fights in NTE is they take way too long. The enemies are way too health inflated.
I think you just don't have a team that you're kind of working on right now. I kill the bosses pretty quickly.
Maybe there's just a massive damage disparity between A ranks and S ranks.
Aren't you straight up not using your Haniel? Last time I saw you weren't using Haniel.
I just recently built Haniel.
Okay, Haniel is your generic, like, Bennett.
It's story mode content. It's story mode content. It shouldn't take that long to fight them.
True. Fair enough.
I never used Bennett in Genshin.
Wait. Hold on. The first time you fight the Okami boss in NTE, half of those mechanics it does is not in the weekly version. That was just, like, visual fluff for the first encounter. Like, where you stand still and you have to parry, you don't do that in the normal weekly version. That was just for the quest. Anyway, overall, my main complaints with NTE are primarily just the main story. The first faction you're introduced to sucks dick. The second faction is much better. First faction being like all the children and like the like the Japanese woman, like that group, they kind of suck. The second group, Sturry Express, is much better. And then the other thing I really don't like is the fact that you cannot customize the main player character more than they have currently. Like, just being able to pick an outfit and that's it is lame as all fucking hell. Again, this is the Tower of Fantasy devs. We should have a lot more customization than just a handful of shitty outfits. So yeah, overall, I give NTE like a... I'd say like if I was to give it a number just to like simplify it, I would give it like roughly a 7.5. I think it's very possible to get an 8 if the story improves and some of the open world stuff improves. As far as like the character customization, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. They might have to just completely retrofit the experience for that.
Just recently came back to ZZZ, and the story's really good now. I didn't really like the Angel of Delusion story, though. I think 2.6 onward, the story has definitely been really, really good. Like obviously, like the Waifu Peninsula story is mediocre at best. There's a lot of holes everywhere in those story in terms of like quality or even like consistency and like writing quality. But I've already said before in like one of my more recent videos, season 1 also had its fair share of shortcomings. It's just there's a lot of people with rose-tinted spectacles, or people who put version 1 and version 1.4 on such a high pedestal that they just completely forgot what happened during those times.
If this becomes a season 1 is actually bad and you should kill yourself moment, I will just leave.
I'm not. I'm just trying to rein people in who glorify I'm just trying to rein people in who over glorify season 1.
Right. I don't care. That conversation was played out after the first time it was talked about. It's genuinely an argument on personal preference.
2.1 and 2.2 is still the best part of season 2. I am a big fan of 2.1. I like the original Spook Shack, or like the first generation of Spook Shack.
Yeah, but season 1 was actually way worse than you give it credit. That conversation is so fucking, it's so retarded, honestly. I'll explain why it's retarded rather than leaving it at that. The fact that it is a relevant conversation that keeps cropping up means that there is enough people within the ZZZ player base that have that opinion. So, one of two things is actually very likely. It is very likely that Season 1 was actually not as good and there are enough players, there's the majority of players that think 1 was actually not as good. Or the reverse, that all the players saying that version 1 wasn't all that good are actually the minority and don't represent the majority. Either of these, as far as I'm aware, could be either or. There's no definitive evidence or massive leaning one way as far as I'm aware. But it does seem pretty close to the middle. So I think this is stupid because it really, really just seems like a personal preference thing. You have the people that came to the game originally because they thought they were going to get this experience. And then you have the people that are not as offended by it changing because they're just okay with the direction it's currently going or something like that. Like, it's a super apples to oranges type of split, right? I think you know the scene in Mass Effect 3 where the pilot and Jacob are arguing about which vehicle was better, the one in Mass Effect 1 or Mass Effect 2? It feels exactly like that. I think they just overblown the bad parts of 2. No, version 2 definitely had some real stinkers, right?
My issue, my primary criteria for any gacha story is story length. I don't want a gacha. I've said this before numerous times. This is the number one thing I care about the most. I don't want to play a gacha story that's more than 3 or 4 hours long. If it's any longer, you're stretching shit out, or there's too much fluff. Straight up. We're talking about one part in a 6-part story more often than not, going by patches. We're talking about one part of a 6-part story that spans the length of 2 movies. No. Tell your shit better. Quit spending too much time with fluff.
I think I got kind of lost as you were saying that. I don't know if I'll ask you about it again because I don't.
But like right now, I'd say like versions 2.6 and onward has been doing a much better job with length. I can say that right now.
Sorry, maintaining what?
Maintaining a length of 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, you don't like you didn't like the length, okay.
That's
sorry. I feel like there were some parts there I missed of what you were saying, so I'm kind of dealing with half information. This is neat.
正式な開発名称を対うつろ狩り鎮圧機構という。うつろ狩り
I generally like 1 to 1.6. Oh, I can't pause this. There we go. I like 1 to 1.7. Like, I know they had problems, but I generally liked how the game felt back then. It felt like you were playing Detective at least till 1.4. I'm on the version 1 camp. Not necessarily because it was de facto better, but because I like the vibe more. I liked the vibe of more of a like modest presentation of the siblings and like our goals and stuff like that. Like how we were a little bit more behind the scenes working kind of deal. But like ever since 1.4, where we're like, I have no problem with us revealing ourselves to the cops. I have a problem with the mayor all of a sudden being like the person that's working with us, and then all of a sudden we're being shown these contacts and we're getting ourselves involved in all these high-profile things directly with us being there. Like the vibe of being like the behind-the-scenes kind of, you know, techie proxies. That's what I like. One thing that always sticks out to me mentally whenever I did like version 2 stuff is like, bro, there's no way people don't know Bell and Wise are connected to every sort of like plan to stop the bad guys now. Like they're plastered basically they're in every major event, like they're in person. There's no way people don't know what they're doing, right? And the original story was essentially 2 ragtag hackers in a way trying to go up against, you know, essentially Big Corpo or any assholes along the way. So when that was lost, I just didn't really care. In essence, I didn't necessarily care about what the individual story bits were of version 1 and version 2. There are good story bits in both of them, right? And there are bad bits in both of them. But when the vibe was lost for me and the aesthetic, that's when I kind of started to kind of tag out. Because ultimately the individual story plot points in version 1 and version 2 I never felt were particularly strong enough to carry this type of game in general. It was the vibe around it and the aesthetics of the siblings that kind of helped seal the package in my eyes personally.
心配しすぎだ。向こうがその気になっていたら。
まあ確かに。手羽先女って言った時点で足100万回死んだヘビになっててもおかしくなかったし。いや、信号まだ生きてんじゃん。
この方向は。
なんで？途切れちゃった。
おいおい、頼りねえな。実はどっかでもらった試供品でした。
デパ地下で発信機とか配ってるわけないっしょ。
追跡信号の最終座標を読み取りました。
信号が途絶えたのは
プロに入ったからみたいだね。ライトさんたちにも知らせたいけど、とりあえず
2.0 was the only bad patch for me in the whole season 2. To me, the only lackluster patches were version 2 and version 2.5. Otherwise, I'd say 2.1 was good. I'd say 2.1 was pretty good. 2.2 was pretty solid as well. Albeit it took a while to get going. 2.3 was really good. 2.4 was solid. It was on the longer side though.
I should also point out that most of my critique about ZZZ as a game would be the story, not the gameplay, because I feel like the gameplay was just stagnant ever since the game came out. Like,
what's she doing in here?
Anyway, basically, oh, is this the Grey World? It's in the Grey World now. Okay. So yeah, if anybody's wondering how I feel about like the gameplay side of version 1 and version 2. I genuinely don't care. I feel like the game had been stagnant ever since, like, earlier on in version 1. It was good gameplay, don't get me wrong. It's just gameplay I didn't really care about. Like, I feel like I've done this before. Again, there are so many Honkai Impact 3rd style gameplay games out there that when ZZZ does it, like, when the game came out, like, I already was just like, oh, this is just a more flashy, you know, updated, higher quality looking Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, I was already kind of checked out by the time the game already came out. I'm still enjoying it, of course. It's good gameplay. It's just didn't really feel like it was, you know, the thing that would keep me to play, right? Because I already experienced that gameplay for playing Honkai Impact 3rd for years. So, again, most of my critiques and reasons to pick HSR, sorry, not HSR, ZZZ over any of the other games like that would be the story, because it's, you know, the one thing that's unique to that game.
I'm kind of glad that we're in this hollow again, if I'm being honest, though. It's kind of sad that this was only like event exclusive, but it's nice to see that they're actually doing something with it.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, they're leaning towards the open area gameplay, so might as well, you know, take advantage of that.
See ya, Kirby.
Goodbye, Kirby.
フォローに入ったからお兄ちゃんやフェアリーと連絡が取れ
進むしかない。
移ろ狩りの試練だろうとスターライトビリーはいつでも受けてたっす。
Tumai, you say people only remember patches 1 to 1.4. I would say I remember 1.5, the Evelyn Astra patch. Like, I feel like that was still, like, not bad. And again, with the vibe of, like, us at least being a little bit more behind the scenes, it's like, yeah, we revealed ourselves to the police at that point, but, Zuyuan and Shingi made it clear that they wouldn't immediately reveal us, right? Now, obviously, they were going to find out eventually when we, like, reveal ourselves to stop, you know, the flying space needle from crashing or whatever, and we're standing there with Evelyn, and Evelyn probably got questioned along with Astra, right? So we probably couldn't hide our, you know, identities in such a public state like that. But at least that, I feel like during the Astra and Evelyn story of 1. It was 1.5, right? I'm not crazy? I'm not misremembering? I think it was 1.5. I think that was still pretty decent. Again, for me, the game lost me completely when it was the Sanby patch, and it was the main story. When the Sanby patch came out, I immediately did the Sanby side story instantaneously. I did not wait whatsoever to then do it after the main story. I did the Sanby story immediately. And aside from changing the aesthetic of Soldier 11's character, the Sanby story, to me, was my ZZZ finale. I loved engaging in that Soldier Zero Ambi story. I thought it was great, and yes, the quality of the game was starting to teeter then, like with the black screen conversation, but that truly for me was the last, you know, time where I thought, wow, ZZZ's kind of peaked. Because it was a plot point that we kind of alluded to since, you know, the very beginning, the whole idea of the clone.
Hello, Sanders.
Why does my YouTube fucking live top feed keep breaking? God damn it, man. Evelyn already knew we were fine Python. Well, I can understand that a little bit because clearly Evelyn had ties to like other like, you know, she's supposed to be the security guard type of like, I know everything about you. Do not stand next to Astra. Don't look at her. Stand 10 feet away. That type of thing. So I wasn't too upset about that. I love Sandy and love her story, but she just got sidelined. Yeah, like again, that main story with like the introduction of Hugo and vampire chick was just awful. It just sucked. I was so mad when I saw. Never mind. Just gonna play my game.
Okay, I might need to turn you up a tad.
Let's hope you don't reap what you sow.
I only turned you up by 6. Is it confirmed that the Cunning Hairs are gonna go with us to the new region? I don't know. I'm playing through the story.
Probably not. I would assume whenever Nicole and Neko get their glow up, then that will like have them come with you too. I assume that we will get the glow up for Nekomata in like version 4. And then maybe during version 4, the Cunning Hairs will come with you as like allies.
Oh yeah, he does indeed do the Michael Jackson hee-hee. He does indeed do that.
Kind of weird that Billy's doing that, but okay.
Billy's got a bunch of the funny moves.
He is our Billy. If there's any Genshin players in the audience, the story event that's currently going and like the Navia chlorine like little kind of bullet hell event, this shit's kind of cool. I like this. This is very enjoyable.
I feel like the next SP character would probably be. I'm assuming when you say SP, like going for a a second variation of a character. I feel like it would probably be like Corrin.
Corrin?
I'm going because of Roxy. If you've seen Roxy, I think Roxy and Corrin might be related.
Oh no! I know what you mean. The kind of like undead faction. I can see that. I can see that. I might do some Limbus story tonight. Don't know
A coffin? A fridge? Something we shouldn't be touching?
Don't those have sacrifices in them?
No, that's something else.
What's to say you can't use it for the same
That's
thing?
just a purple. That's just a purple robot.
Purple robot.
That's just the leggy thing from 1.5, but without miasma. It's just purple now.
I'm sure it'll give it some reason for you to press spacebar or your.
It probably has a corruptive barrier.
Equivalent, yeah.
Terror Raptor, thank you. I don't mind the Miasmic Terror Raptor. It's just that we fight Miasmic Terror Raptor in endgame so infrequently that I don't have the rhythm down for like his random like pew pew lasers. Like all you do with Terror Raptor is when he goes to Miasma phase, you just have to dodge the lasers, and the lasers are on like a fixed interval with no telegraph. But if you fight him often enough, you'll learn the intervals. It's just we don't fight Miasmic Terror Raptor enough to learn the intervals consistently. How do you explain the miasma outside the Lemnian Hollow? How do you explain like half the shit in Zenless?
People will forget about the Sunbringer design drama, like how they did with Lucia and Yudari. I actually don't, because I don't agree with that, because to this day I would have still gotten Lucia. Personally, I'm still a little, annoyed about that one. I think the change of Lucia's top, I know I've said it before, it's just worse.
Hey, buddy.
People were saying she moves fast. I guess one of those check them in.
This music's kind of bopping. Well, whatever berry it had, it's over. I'm not even playing Billy correctly right now.
I'll be honest, animations alone and vibe from Billy, I would take him over Chromia.
Agreed.
I think the woman lost this round. But it's Chromia and she's literally fucking naked, so she's gonna win this round anyway. We know what ZZZ players want.
What a pushover.
Dude, he ends that animation by sliding back with the motorcycle and then just leaning on it and fires his arm cannon. That's kind of cool.
It would appear I've made a mistake. Mistakes were made.
That looks strong. That looks jarringly painful.
Bro. Bro. Can I restart that? I can't.
Yeah, does this mean I get to kill Belle finally?
Wait, why'd she have Defiler? Why'd she have Defiler's axe? That's Corruption Complex's tail.
You've just been collecting them.
I'm supposed to be heading towards one of those winds. Alright, head to one of these. I don't really know what's going on. Tell me to do a lot of stuff here and I'm not paying attention. Oh, that's Sobek. Where's my swamp puppy?
傷つけたくないよね。君は頑張ったよ、私より。あとは私に任せて。し、まだ喋っちゃダメ。わかるよ、いろいろ聞きたいよね。もっと早くここに来るべきだったよ。もっと早く君たちに立ち去るよう警告して自分の痕跡を消しておくべきだった。私っていつもこう、何もかもが手遅れになってからもっと早くしてればなんて考えてる。でも本当に思ってもみなかったんだ。君が鍵に頼らず自分の力だけでここまで来れるなんて。それも私の責任かな。だからやっぱりごめん。そしてここからは答え合わせの時間。この場所に隠されてるのはね、かつて私のものだった移ろがる銃具タウミエル。君の金色の目、振り払えない悪夢、それが何でどこから来たのか。ヘイリオス。君もよく知ってるその名前は君と私とで全く違う意味を持つんだよね。かつて私にとって陰だったものが今は君にとっての我になってるから。今の君は正反対の2つの力が同時に存在する状態。そのバランスはもうとっくに崩れちゃってるんだよ。そしてタウミエルと接触したことで君の深淵へ落ちてくペースは一層早くなった。治る見込みがないとは君も私も思ってないけど、私の力じゃ一時的に抑えてあげるので精一杯。その症状をヘイリオスという宿話を根本から治したいなら君ロスカリファに行きなよ。あそこには私たち2人にとってこれ以上ないくらいぴったりのお医者さんがいるんだ。
I mean, I'll go there. Just gotta wait a month.
でも今は休まないとね。お友達に心配かけないためにもちゃんとぐっすり眠らないと。何もかも手遅れになる前に。
ここはいえ。
リン、無理して起きなくていい。もう少し横になっているんだ。
Weiss wasn't there to see all that.
お兄ちゃん、私一体。
安心してくれリン。ビリーとシーシアはさっきまでここで看病してくれていたよ。とはいえうるさかったからフロメイヤは何か緊急の任務が入ったようだ。ああそうだ、君に渡してほしいと書き置きを預かったんだけれど。
ごめんねお兄ちゃん。
何、いいんだ。
本当にあったの？どうしてかわからないけど、あの時とにかくあの移ろがる銃具に触んなきゃって思ったの。そして触った瞬間真っ暗になった。クロール先生、私のせいで起きたあの事故。
そんなことはない。考えすぎさ。本当にもう終わったことなんだ。そうだリン、何か食べたいものはないかい？取ってくるよ。
ロスカリファは多分地名だと思う。意識が朦朧としてる時レミエールが会いに来たような気がするんだけど、それだけじゃなくてヘイリオス研究所のことも言ってた気がするんだけど。
無理しないでいいんだリン、ゆっくりでいい。そうそう、レミエールで思い出したけれど、 あのフリンツ合金製の温動機を。
レミエールは約束を守ってくれたみたい。でもどうして温動機のない私でも同じことができちゃったみたい。レミエールはそこに移ろがる銃具とかいうのを取り戻しに来てた。
リン、また何か思い出そうとしていたな。
お兄ちゃん。
Seed can do the same thing if she locked in. So true, bestie.
ちょっとは体を動かした方が良さそうだし。
What, with robots?
Probably turn into a fucking machine.
I thought C's thing is that she can just control robots.
でも階段はゆっくり降りるんだぞ。
Telepathically.
ビリーとシーシアに声かけなきゃ。きっとすごく心配かけたよね。
Those are bangaboos.
あ、リンちゃん起きた。頭クラクラしてない？
店長、やっと起きてくれたな。5時間14分33秒も気絶してたんだぜ。
落ち着いて、大丈夫だから。私みんなを怖がらせちゃったよね。
You guys didn't get hurt?
怪我？おいおい店長、この新しいフォームの防御力は実戦で証明済みだろ。
マジそれな。散々修羅場くぐってきたアシラを舐めすぎじゃんな。そういうことだからプロ騎士くんの体の方がよっぽど大事なんだってば。
ビリー、もし修理代とか必要だったら言ってね。私払うから。
そっちについてはもっと心配いらねえぜ。なんたって親分からはまだ一言も返事が来てねえからな。
ニコったら、そういえば大きな仕事があるって言ってたよね。
ああ、正確に言うとだな、ニコの親分だけじゃねえんだ。
What are they doing in Ruskalfir?
なにこれ、取るの下手くそ選手権？
慌てて取ったっぽいね。何かから逃げてる？
ジャトヤの一員として日々吸ったもんだしてる俺が見るに、まあ心配いらねえさ。なんたってニコの親分が生かさば。
Okay, she's definitely in Ruskalfir. I guess we'll see them there.
Maybe that's set up for her getting her XP near the end of it.
Or she'll play a role in season 3. I guess that might be where she got the funds. That's where she got the funds to give Billy an advance to upgrade himself. Nicole's gonna be 3.1 Annie ult. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a choice between Ramiel and Nicole ult, I will absolutely go for the Nicole ult and say fuck Ramiel.
Well, no, that's also just kind of smart, honestly. Let's be honest. Like, Nicole was, for a lot of people, the driving factor for trying the game out.
ああね、なんか置いてったよ。
トップスを安易に信用しないことだ。黒枝だろうと。
これだけ？
まあなんだ。とりあえずやべえ危機は去ったわけだし。
ストップ！ビリーのことだからネジとかオイルとか食べさせる気っしょ。今のリンちゃんに必要なのは。
Pink hair on pink hair violence. It would be pretty funny.
治安局じゃ衣食同源は教えねえのか。やらけえもんばっか食わしてたら。なあ
もう邪魔。大事なのは心のケアだっつってんの。
Is she here? Yeah, she is. She's here. Look at you two. What's up?
Leg. Please. You son of a bitch.
ダメよノルム。
この可愛らしいポンプが店長さんに取り継いでくれるのを。
ちょっとまたうちの子にちょっかいかけてるの？おお、貴様が無事で何よりなのだ。まあとはいえ関係のないやつが話だけ聞いていけるとこでもないのだ。ほらベリナ、とっととあれを出すな。
ごめんなさいね店長さん。ノルムったらすっかり焦ってしまっているみたい。これはメイフラワー市長室とマルセルグループが先だってフォローであなたに起きた一件とその症状について。だから外務警察局を代表して正式にあなたとお兄さんを新エリート空域機密特区ロスカリファでの一時大祭に招待するわ。私が
Literally a repeat of 1.7. Crazy power happens. The version O character shows up and invites us.
馴染みはないでしょうね。私たちもトックと市政の双方からの同意を得て、私とノルムーはロスカリファ外務警察局という。
Oh, I guess they gave her her animations now.
トックの対外事務を担当しているわ。普段はマルセルグループの名義で新エリートの他のそれ以上の。
Yeah, they gave her animation.
そうね。
I think they made her a bit hotter. I don't remember her having that purple eyeshadow.
すべての疑問に答えを得られるはずよ。
これで断るわけがないのだ。いいか、貴様の体の異変については、ノルムーたちは早急に手続きの準備を進めるのだ。
ロスカリファに行って治療を受ける。今レミエールと言ったわね。他に彼女から何か聞いた？
つかみどころのないことばっか言うし、ホロであんなことになったのもあって。
そう。
ノルムーたちが先に誘いたかったのに。
指名手配犯。
Good thing Cyrene saved you, eh?
彼女の危険性だけはあなたに説明しておく必要があるみたい。レミエール・ダンは現在ロスカリファ空準局によってロスカリファの最高執政官ミス・サンブリンガーの
サンブリンガーの暗殺？
何が言いたいのだ。100年前の偉人なんて殺す以前に死んでるだろう。いや、ピンピンってわけでもないの。
ノルム？
とにかくいろいろ事情があってあいつとは関わらない方がいいのだ。じゃないとこれからどんな厄介事に巻き込まれるか分かったもんじゃないのだ。
店長さん、
We're gonna see some Void Hunter on Void Hunter action.
レミエールと直接的なつながりがあるわ。もし彼女がまた接触してきたら私たちにも知らせてもらえないかしら。私たちを、そしてミス・サンブリンガーを信じて。ロスカリファはあなたを助けに来た。手続きには1週間ほどかかってしまうから、その間だけ辛抱をお願いするわね。
そうそう、荷造りは最低限にしておくのだ。パエトン、あれこれ持ってきたところでロスカリファじゃちっとも役に立たないのだ。
爆弾みたいな情報が一気に。頭パンクしそう。早くお兄ちゃんに相談しなきゃ。
Oh, yo, it's the engine.
The super generic looking engine.
ロスカリファ、初代移ろ狩り、暗殺未遂、指名手配犯。ベリナさんたちはとんでもない爆弾を叩きつけていったな。小説の山場を丸々一生抜き出し、ミス・サンブリンガーなんて消息だけでも驚きなのに、そこへ初代移ろ狩り同士の因縁だって。レミエールは終始何を考えているかわからない感じだった。
最近はとんでもないニュースばっかりだし、あのミス・サンブリンガーが誰かさんと同じくらいスターライトナイトのコスプレオタクだって言われてもなんかすんなり受け入れちゃいそう。
I love you, Anefa.
行動パターンを分析。分析対象サンブリンガーがビリーと同じく。
そうなのか？ 1% もあってはいけないと思うけどな。それにしても何があったんだろうな。昔は共にフォローと戦っていたはずの初代
エラー、データ権限が不足しています。
空域機密特区と呼ばれるだけあるな。そもそも空域ということは本当に新エリートの上空に浮いているんだろうかなんて、今はもっと差し迫った疑問があるけれどね。
そりゃベリナさんたちの提案は渡りに船だったけど、なんというか
そしてレミエールは確かに正気を疑いたくはなるけれど、ヘイリオス研究所についても。
でも正直ベリナさんが言ったことはその通りだから、私の症状はどんどん抑えが効かなくなってる。今回暴走しちゃったことだってレミエールが止めてくれなかったら。
ああ、つまり結局のところ
ロスカリファに行くしかない。私を治せるかもしれないっていうチャンスにかけて、少しでも謎だらけの中心に迫らなきゃ。表から裏から私たちを思い通りにしたい人はたくさんいる。でもそこへ一歩を踏み出すか。
先生がよく言っていたな。目に見える境界線を越えて。
それに私とお兄ちゃんだけってわけじゃない。フェアリーがいて、イアスもいて、ビリーとシーシアもいる。今回は何たって空の上だし、イアスもきっと喜ぶんじゃない？自分の発明者なんてボンプたちにとっては生き別れのお母さんに会えるようなものでしょ。そう考えると楽しみなこともあるね。ビリーたちが戻ってきたらみんなに状況を説明しよっか。
お疲れ様。君がそんな風になるなんて珍しいね。
大した傷じゃない。
そういう意味じゃないけど。それでどうだった？パエトーンとのなんちゃって共同戦線。
ザオ、お前はというよりボスはこうなることを最初から。
パエトーンとザオちゃんたちの目的に照らして、ボスはあの子たちが大事な変数になるって判断。ただどうなるかっていうのはサイコロの目と一緒で落としてみるまでわからないから。
答えになって。
プロネイヤちゃんのそういうとこほんと可愛くないんだから。ダイヤちゃんも苦手なのもちょっとわかるかも。パエトーンと一緒にいたら君にもちょっとしたプラスがあるんじゃないってこと。
プラス？
君も見たよね。
I ain't gonna pull her though, so that ain't gonna happen.
Pull who?
Romeo.
お人よしなんて言葉が生優しいくらい、そういうおバカなところをちょっとくらい分けてもらうのも、偶然の出会いに投資をすると期待以上のリターンが返ってくることもあるんだよ。ちなみにこれも君との未来のお仕事に向けたザオちゃんなりの投資だから。
I wonder how they'll get them in the roster. If it's free, it won't be too good, I feel. It's gonna be free. They're not gonna make you pull for thyroids. I doubt it.
まあ、あの氷の処刑人さんがこうやって辛抱強く答えを待ってる時点で、ザオちゃんの目利きは間違ってなかったみたいだね。
Who am I saving for? Valina. Valina, primarily. And then Norma is going to depend based on how useful she will be in my teams.
I'm still surprised you made the change to Valina just based off of the fan, which also at the time.
It's cool. It's a giant fan.
重要なお達しがあるから、しばらくは退屈しないで済みそうだね。
入ってちょうだい。プロメイン戻りました。報告書にはもう目を通したわ。トップス内部での事態収集に失敗したこと、その上予期せぬ結果を招いたことは。 分かっているわ。けれど混乱の中にあっても多少のイレギュラーというのもパエット湾に起きたあの彼女が真実のこに触れるあなたから見たあの子は現状はまだ何も。あら、考えたことはありません。じゃが顔を上げてちょうだい、プロメイヤ。目つきが変わったのは気のせいかしら。フィオニーに伝えて動くべき時が来た。
Oh, Phoenix is a Krampus character? Okay, I might be a bit more interested.
Oh, Phoenix is Krampus. I would have never thought of that.
C エリートにはある秘密が隠されています。
Okay, I'm a bit more interested in Phoenix now. Is this just going to replay the entire scene? Can I just skip this?
Why is it replaying it? You're not going to be here. It's acting like you're just now walking in here. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, I don't. That's just an ad. It's just an ad, basically. I'm good. I mean, for people who don't watch that shit online, then sure, I guess it's good for them. But like, I'm good. I don't need to see that. So we gotta snag Orphe in a relatively painless manner, and then we gotta really stock things up.
Is Orphe this version?
Orphe is gonna be in the next phase of this version. Yes. Get off my screen. Alright. So is that like fake Ramiel? Is that like part of the enemy lineup we got going on right here? Nope. Database. Okay. Thugs. Oh, yep. We just got rewritten Sweeper. Okay. Well, I feel like they could have done a little bit better. I mean, he still looks like him. Like, I feel like I could have done better about it.
What the fuck? Did you fight that during the story?
Yeah. Oh, you weren't here for that. Right.
What happened to him? Did they just kind of capture him and just turn him into a fucking like a bot?
I gotta be honest. When people said like looking at this would be a spoiler, I mean the name, yeah, but like I can't.
It really is the name.
What the fuck am I looking at? Also, how is this not a sacrifice? Look, this would be a sacrifice. Look at that.
I love you, Anefa.
Why am I getting that Aftershock brick support? Because I like my Ambi. It's actually not that hard to understand. I promise you, it is not that hard to understand. Throw the children at it. What? Ow.
Alright, well I finished all my events. So what is the phase 2 just not a thing? That's going to the story only?
See ya, Mandozo. I need to turn down another. I don't know what the mechanic is, and I probably don't need to.
I'm really hoping they make more shock DPS agents. Me too, man.
Oh, I thought you said shock. I didn't hear the after part. No, you just mean shock.
No, they said aftershock. Shiny asks, after DA, will we get a thoughts on the story?
I thought the story was pretty good. I could do a story rankings in a moment, honestly. So I'm about to want to make a video ranking version 2 stories. I mean, I could maybe think about it. How long was we been doing that?
2 hours.
Only been 2 hours? Okay, cool. Yeah. Oops. One moment. Cool. All right. .8 story. Pros. Length. Good length. Yeah, so yeah, it's only been 2 hours, so it's pretty good. Character cameos. Sons of Chaldeon. I can't spell that. Chaldeon. Yes. Cameos with a C. Good character interactions. We've got Billy plus Sons of Chaldeon. And we've also got Sissia plus Promia.
Can we pretty much confirm that the mayor
interesting setup?
Why you're transforming?
Krampus. Hold on. Krampus. First gen Void Hunters. Development of the main character.
Can we confirm that you're transforming because of the mayor or some shit?
No. Somebody lured us to that Void Hunter weapon.
What Void Hunter weapon?
What would I? Okay, so what would I say of cons of this story? Side lining of Tops. I'm going to straight up say that right now. Tops was definitely sidelined in this, despite the fact that they're the ones that set this up. Romuel Robot. What the fuck? Yokai does nothing and leaves. K. I'd say, sure. Are we in agreement with these right now? I'd say we're in agree. I'd say, I'd say this is some pretty solid points. 2 hours. Yokai was in the story too. Yeah, but he hardly did anything. What was the last Aftershock agent? So technically there are agents that do Aftershocks that did Aftershocks after Orphe. It was Lucia, but obviously you don't play Lucia as like an Aftershock character. She's just a character that has Aftershock abilities. Does anyone else have an Aftershock effect?
I thought Seed had an Aftershock classification somewhere.
She does. I think she does Aftershock damage, but we're talking about after Orphe. I think it's just Lucia. It's just Lucia that has an Aftershock ability. There's also buffed Bernice. Bernice also has an Aftershock.
She has Bloom or whatever, a Bloom.
Is it not count as Aftershock damage?
I don't fucking know.
So when we say Aftershock, we're referring to that animation where it literally the screen has like that fire effect in the background, and then the teammate does something in the background. Oh no, wait, I'm stupid. No, shut up. They got rid of Bernice's Aftershock in the beta. This is fake news. The Bernice's Aftershock was removed in beta testing. They didn't give her that. They got rid of that. My bad. I forgot that was a beta thing.
As the Bernice enjoyer over here, who's been cucked multiple times, I think I would know if my own character has Aftershock.
Okay.
Well, I guess you'll get Valina in my stead.
Do I do it?
Do it. Oh, come on, just rip a tenor.
See, it's like the idea is like if I'm fighting a rupture enemy that's like ether resistant, then I could maybe lean on Monado. But if I lean on Monado, then I probably need Lucia. What's my funds look like? Okay, so it's got 136, 66.
Just
like
rip a tenor. It's in the first 14.
You do realize I'm gonna pull W engine right if I get Lucia right. And this could be no, stupid idea. We're not doing that. Because if I get her, that could have been my Orphe. And also then I would need to like get engine, yada yada yada, and then get Orphe, yada yada yada, you know.
Is Orphe second half?
Orphe second half. How many times do I have to say that?
I don't remember.
Is Defiler's banner like even... Hold on. This just reset. How many days is there? 13? When does this banner roll over? I don't have an... I have to get the clear now. Alright. Trigger. Who just throw the Nicole in there?
Any off-field damage count as Aftershock for me? But that's not what Aftershock is.
Okay, hold on. What's the buff for Rupture right now? While in Ether Veil, agent Ether damage increases by 25% and hitting an enemy makes its stun damage multiply. Okay, well this is just kind of a shit buff. Can I do this with Monado? It's been a while since I've updated my Monado. Can I do this with Monado? Wait, he's physical resistant, isn't he? He is physical resistant.
What are you doing for the rest of the night?
This?
Okay.
Wait, why have I not swapped them over to Bunny in Wonderland? I probably have a good reason why I haven't done that yet. Sure, yeah, let's... Wait, no, this is silly. Get him out of here. Where's the Rupture? He gone. Never heard that news of a better Lucia? But good, Lucia no need of overworking on all Rupture. Leaker said we will get a better Lucia. Well, I don't really care about if Lucia is better or not than this leaked character that's coming out. All I care about is that I just don't like the design of Lucia. I don't like, who's the S rank? Who's the rupture oriented Bangaboo? Who's the Bangaboo for rupture? What the fuck? Get him in there. Get him in there. Shigrig should be rupture support? I fucking skip, dude. I don't think my Monato's going to be able to do this, especially not without a maxed out W engine. I've not been able to get any Monato W engine copies in ages. Where's your Lucia or even Pawn? I wanted to try using not Pawn. Go figure. Fuck. Alright, fine. No, fine, we'll use the Pawn. Although I'm pretty sure the thing about Monato is that if you don't use Ari, if you don't use Astra Yao, you kinda get stuck in his attack. So you're kinda left with like few options. We try Dylan. We should just try Dylan. I realize that he's physical resistant, but Dylan is Dylan, so whatever. Dude, like, there's no way for me to get out of that. If I don't have Astra Yao, I can't get out of that. I have to complete the move. It's so bad for Monato. I don't know why they made it that way. You just can't work with it. You could dodge cancel the hammering? Okay, well, hold on. Hold on. Let me test that. Let me see. Do something, you fucking lumbering mountain. Oh, that. It's before the animation completes. I see, I see. Dude, I don't... Is this learning the tech even worth it? I'm not gonna hit 20k. If I'm just barely hitting 14k within, like, the fucking... No, this ain't gonna work. This team ain't gonna work, alright? Just get this shit out of here. Get this shit out of here. Put the usual one on. Put the actual team on. Oops. I was anticipating like a follow-up on that, but whatever. Oops. Nope. Start it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I should probably look at my Bunny in Wonderland disc sets and just make the transfer over. Dude, I forgot how to use my Yijuan. Also, I forgot how to fucking press restart. I keep pressing the Y button. Dude, it's been a while, dude. I fucking forgot how to use my Yijuan. I keep pressing counter, and then I start doing basics. You know what it is I'm using too much Yadari. I'm using Yadari too much in Hollow Zero. I didn't think it would cause that much days. They really need a better song choice for this boss. Yeah. Want this boss to be a bit more aggressive? I mean, he's pretty aggressive. It's just that there's these weird moments where he just shoves his thumb up his ass sometimes. Don't like it suddenly just wandering around. It is the Wandering Hunter. It is kind of in the namesake. What the fuck is Astra? I don't know that one. Wait. Let's do Suna. Wait, I can't do Suna because Suna's already on the red side. Never mind. All right, we're using Yao. Or maybe I should whip out the cursed team again. You know what? Yeah. I should whip out the cursed team again. Come on. I was in the dodge opening for that shit. Oh my god. Oh, right. Okay, I forgot. This is dog shit. Fuck it. I forgot. Okay, that's why. That's why we don't use this lineup. That's why this lineup's dog shit. Get Astra out of here. Piece of shit. Give me my sweetie. You good today?
信仰なき者取り除くべき病兵だ。もう一度。
Alright, there's no chain iframes in that shit. God, that spin move fucking sucks. I didn't hit anything. Have I heard about the recent debacle with NTE? Which one? Oh. Damn. Fuck. Why is it doing it prematurely? I still have one more charge in it. What the fuck's going on? Where's my ambi? Why is it doing it prematurely? I have one more fucking dash. What the fuck? This is a waste of time. All right, we got it. And yeah, I know about the VA situation with like IR mouse and shit. Like I've yet to I mean, well, actually I did comment about like the AI shit like last stream, but I didn't comment about like the Iron Mouse stuff. It's like I really don't care. Like what am I supposed to say? Like I don't keep up with Iron Mouse. All right, I don't really pay too much attention about that stuff. Okay, let's try this. Hold on, what's all right, so people are complaining about Miyabi. So what's the problem with Miyabi? What's the problem with Miyabi? Let's find out what's up. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oops. My bad. He does not stay stunned for long. Snowbreak Return Bow was very censored. I also heard about that Snowbreak censorship, but also I'm told that there is still a way to get it back. It just might be a bit more complicated to get it back. Okay, well, I got 28K. I don't know what people are complaining about. And yes, I do understand. I do understand that this right here is a 6-cost team, okay? They are all Mindscape 0, but they are all using and they're all using signature W engines. You just never tried it? Okay. So I get it, okay? I'm using SIGs on every single one of them, okay? But let's be a bit generous here for a second, okay? Okay, for a second. Hold on. Where is it? This is Austria, okay? She's had 2 reruns and a third, which is a discount rerun, okay? I feel like at this point, you know, it's a bit reasonable. So, okay. Well, let's downgrade it, okay? Who do we get rid of? The Yao, or do we get rid of the Nongguang? Who do we get rid of? Because I'm already not using Yusaha. I'm already not using Yusa. Who do we downgrade? Who do we downgrade to? In the Miyabi team, Astro Sig isn't even good. That's another thing as well. Who do we downgrade out of that group? Like gold 20 gay. Who do we downgrade to? What's it resistant to? Physical? Okay. What's this anyway? Okay, so after activates Gale Scorcher, they gain 5 stacks of flame. Into each stack of Into Flames increases damage dealt by 10% and reduces crit damage taken by 25% with Into Flame stacks every time. Yeah, and I'm built like DPS. Yeah. Every time Scorched Horizon is inflicted with an anomaly, 1 stack is lost, and subsequent bloom damage taken increases by 10% for 15 seconds. Repeat triggers reset the duration. When Scorched Horizon, okay, points. Let's downgrade Nongron to Bernice. I will actually do that. I will actually straight up do that. Let's give it a shot. And my Bernice is built, more or less. Where's Yao? I'm not doing stuns this time. So who's the anomaly one? Is that Robin? I think that's Robin. Also, this would be useful for Miyabi because I can get more chain stuff. Kind of getting low on the tank right now at the 11th hour. Getting yelled at to pull Lucia, or you were? Well, Eek, I'm curious. Have you progressed enough in the story to get to this fight? Or have you done any sort of progression to get to this fight? I'm curious. Okay, so I got a 20. So I gotta be honest. I played that like shit. Like let's be honest here. I played that like some pretty dog shit. Okay, still got 24k. Still got 24k. Anti-Mayabi. I've not done story. Okay. Oh no! Wait! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I can still access it. But you already know the story though. So like, can I get on your account right now and give it a try? Eeg, may I get on your account and give it a try? Sent you a screenshot of what I was doing and I did some Hollow Zero and go ahead. Okay. Oh, sure. Okay, so he got 11k with that. Okay, let's see what I can do. What I can do. I'm curious. I want to see what I can do. By the way, I think this is a pretty fun boss. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons with the anomaly characters, and the anomaly characters are doing shit. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do with like the windswept shit, but whatever. All right. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, what was this? Like an unleveled Nicole? Get that out of here. Okay. Who do I use? Who do I use? Should I stun him? Should I try to stun him? Who try to stun him? No. Do we have anybody? We don't have another. We don't have. Should we just do this? I think we should just do this. Let's see what we can get with just this. Because she already has a Blooms herself. Probably can already do a Blooms by herself. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do it with the flat flag right there.
お前のやつ別れをつける。
All right. I mean, I'd say 15k is pretty solid. I'd say it's a pretty solid number. This is an A. This is an A right there. Yeah, I gotta give this one a try. Keep seeing misinformation saying the boss has a 125 crit damage debuff. Well, they are, as you say, misinformation. Okay, I'm mismanaging this very badly. Quit rondoing, you stupid hunter. Oh, can we get one more K? Can we get one more K? Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. We can. Get the stun. 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 Come on. Please bring me over. No, we were so close. Okay, hold on. Let's go. I want to go move over to this one over here. I want to move over to this bitch over here. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a mood. Definitely a move. This is the rupture buff. When an ether veil, ether damage increases. Okay, well this is not really getting used. Okay, electric damage. For agents with the attack specialty, their damage further increases by 30% for 20 seconds. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do on this side, okay? I think this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. This might seem a bit weird. But we might just do this. We might just do this. She just keep yelling me to get Lucia for her. No, you just got to keep investing. You just got to keep investing. It's a bit early to be doing this, isn't it? Okay, so who do I use? Should we just use the Caesar? Maybe we should just use the Caesar. What else can I use? What else can I use in this lineup? Because, like, the poker's not built. I don't have any of the stunner. They're all in use right now. Or should Chungus be the bot in here for the other characters? Is that how I should do it? Should I just have her as the bot in here? I just realized that Ambi's not even activating her additional ability with this squad lineup at all. Stun or supports. Crit rate increases by 10 when the active character. All squad members act a shot. Okay, so I just lose 10% crit. I'm not gonna be able to clear it. I'm not doing enough damage. I'm not doing enough damage. This is so cursed. Blame fucking Eeg. Alright? I'm trying to make this shit work. Let's go back to the original. Oi, yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. I'm talking to you. Yishengon cannot clear. This Yishengon cannot clear. Also, I think I'm supposed to be like doing at least a couple parries to get like the damage stacks.
虫に会いたいかい。
剣の我に従い天をかけよ。この剣たちがあなたを導くわ。
Yo, we got it, we got it, we got it. 2 stars. Nice. All right. Lock in. We gotta lock in. Yijuan, you're dragging your feet. You gotta lock in. Do this. Okay. We got this. We can do this. We can do this. We just gotta get very min-maxy. What does that move? You can't just start throwing random moves out that you only ever use like once every like fucking 300 runs. That's cheating. Quit wandering and hunt my ass. Fuck. I'm doing less score. Oh no, wait, no, I got this. Wait, I think I got this. Quit wandering and hunt me. Address me. Fucking dress me. Address me. Yes! Oh, yes! We got it. The A. Six-star clear, baby! Read it and weep. Beautiful. That's that. And that's at that's with unfinished characters like missing F ranks. Or in the case of upon you, like he's missing E. He's straight up missing E. Zhao's missing E. Like the DPSs are like good. Like except for Promia. Oh no, wait, no, Promia is good. Yeah. Like the DPSs are good. Ambi is good. What are the W engines? Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, no. It's just like the support characters that are not like fully built. Can you clear my HSR in game? I don't play HSR, buddy. Zhao's missing massive attack buffs. Yeah, this Zhao is definitely yeah. But you know what we do? We play to the buffs. We play to the buffs. Right here, this buff right here. When there are 2 attack agents in the squad, increase crit damage from 20% to 40%, and also the electric damage. So, like, have Yixing Wang out the whole time, and whenever Ambi has energy or ultimates, just pop that shit. Leveling the dash attack is such a waste of stamina. Well, guess what? How I build my account is I level up every single stat. And guess who's been managing Eag's account? Me, baby. So guess what how the stamina gets distributed. Baby. Alrighty. To anybody telling you to pull Lucia, if you don't want to, fuck them. That's simple. You should probably start like investing in like some like stunners. Obviously though, like stunners and supports, like, you know, get that Yuzuha, get like, I don't know, like a Dylan or even like a Jofufu, just something. Because who were the premiums I used? Like in the on the Python fight, it was just Promia. It was just Promia that was the premium, and on the Wandering Hunter, it was just Yijuan. Like those are literally 1-cost teams, because you got like Promia, no sig on anybody, so it's a 1-cost team for 14k with Promia. Okay, then on the Hunter, it's like 1 cost because you only got the Yijuan and no sigs, and you got like a Coletta and a Ponyu, 14k. And on the Defiler team is definitely the most expensive one, because you have Yixing Guang, Ambi, and Zhao. If you want to count Zhao, even if she was free, that's a 3-cost team right there. Doing character reviews? No, I'm just talking. So should I get her or what? I don't own Lucia on my account. Me personally, I do not own Lucia. And if you just invest in stunners, that can also work too. Like stun. Like if you get, like I know you don't want Nangong, but like you can get, if for Ambi you can get Trigger. For you can get Dylan for literally anybody, and for Yijuan you can get like Jafufu. And like for like other supports, like, you know, get Astra Yao and get Yuzaha. Panyu's good. Panyu is good. The where's the disc set? Disc set. Bunny in Wonderland. This one right here. This disc set right here. Bunny in Wonderland. When the equipper is a defense character, when the equipper launches an EX special attack, or any squad member triggers a defensive assist or evasive assist, all squad members' damage increases by 6%. This is I believe this is the new best option for Panyu, because it's easier to activate. If you just you already have this on Panyu. My Panyu doesn't have this. My Panyu doesn't have this. He's still sitting on Austral Voice, which Austral Voice has a higher ceiling for like damage potential, but it's a lot harder to manage because you have to do quick assists. So obviously there's a lot more work put in. But I need to swap this over. When Bunny in Wonderland came out, it definitely made Panyu better, and it made him closer to Lucia. So yeah. Also, Eeg, I need you to remember. I need you to remember one important thing, okay? Your Panyu is Mindscape 1. You only have Mindscape 1 Panyu. So as soon as you can start getting these other Mindscapes, you're good. So like Mindscape 2, he regenerates his energy more faster. Yeah, that's good. This I don't think matters. It's Mindscape 6 that really matters. When his core passive, the buff he provides to the team, it increases by 6% the attack conversion, and also the buff caps out at a higher number. So yes, just get Panyu copies. Just pray you get Panyu copies, and you could probably keep him going. 720 sheer force from. Okay, so yeah, it increases from by 180. That's pretty huge. Lucia does 90, so it ain't that big of a difference. The other thing that Lucia does is like she provides her own damage on field from like aftershocks, and also like she gives everyone an ether veil, which gives like a small HP boost, but it's negligible. All in all, it is rather negligible. I hope new rep support shake up the playstyle a bit. Astra and Norma make you spam chains. Oh, does Norma have a chain attack mechanic? That's interesting. Okay. We have been going for about almost 4 hours now. And I think I've done about all that I wanted to do today. I did the story. I did the Deadly Assault. I even had a chance to muck around with the Deadly Assault with Miyabi, and I even had a chance to do a 6-star Deadly Assault clear with Eek's account. So I'd say it's been a very productive day. I'm gonna leave now. If there's one thing that I've not done today that would be very important is have fucking dinner. So I'm gonna go do that and just relax, and that's it. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all later.